Okay, so I'll introduce myself. My name is Ashwin Ponnappan, and I am a data analyst since the last four years. So as a data analyst, my three main tools are Excel, SQL, and Power BI that you have learned so far. And I have worked on lot many projects that involve Excel, SQL, data querying, table creations, and in Power BI end-to-end projects. Okay. Uh, So my question is why suddenly there is an increase in data jobs? Can anyone answer me that? I just want to know uh, what is the reason? Any one reason? Because based on this, we'll decide what is our course outcome. So uh, किसी को अगर कुछ पता है इस जॉब मार्केट के बारे में, प्लीज शेयर विथ मी. हिंदी भी चलेगा, इंग्लिश भी चलेगा, गाइस.
Guys, please unmute yourself and answer the questions. Chandan, Nilesh, Ved, Vinith, Nikhil, any one of you?
Uh, uh, as my point of view,
हाँ.
the companies depend on the data,
Okay, right.
which further decided for the upcoming product or upcoming services, which is totally depend on the market.
Exactly. Right.
So, so I think and the market research, we we have some data. On the basis of this data, company decided it's further for upcoming project or upcoming product. That's
Uh,
why.
exactly. Right. So I would like to add to this point. There's a sub question. Is this business intelligence market or data analytics market? Is it a new market? My answer is no. It's a very old market. But if you notice, कि in the last 10 or 15 years, हमारा जो consumption of data है, वो बहुत increase हुआ है. With that, the ability to process that data using computing powers, right? वो भी increase हुआ है. So let's say 15 or 20 years ago, we didn't have a smartphone, right? Smartphone is a very relatively new concept. Much like smartphone, in all the computers, the power has increased considerably. If you compare it to the last 50 years and in the last 10 years, right? Everyone agrees with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So the data, amount of data that is being created, it's generated every day, it is very massive. And we need people who can get those data. We need people who can understand those data, and then we can help the businesses grow. As Vinny pointed out, if a company is, let's say, thinking of launching a new product, so first of all उसको पता होना चाहिए कि वो market segment है. Sorry. Okay, I'll continue. So what I was saying is the data that is generated is very huge, and we need people who can understand the data as well as help the businesses grow. अगर let's say a company wants to launch a product in a one segment, region segment है, so उसको पहले वहाँ पे regional data पता होना चाहिए कि if I launch this product, will it sell or not? What happens if it does not sell? Correct? So company will face a loss. Am I right? Same happens with
Yes, sir.
marketing as well. One of the most common use of data is in marketing stage. Marketing marketing team uses data to understand what are the patterns. कब कौन सा product sell हो रहा है, and based on that they come up with new offers. let's say they come up with new promo offers, they come up with 1+1 offer. तो ऐसे ऑफर से क्या होता है, उनको सेल इंक्रीज करने में हेल्प होती है, right? All right. I'll just share my screen now and let's look at a report. Everyone can see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is a market report. It's not mine. It's like a Fortune Business Insight. So Fortune Business Insight is a company that handles this market research, and उन्होंने approximately they have got into a number, and the number is around $54.27 billion. What does this mean is, it says कि the current market of business intelligence market, right? The data analytics market बोलो या फिर data science market बोलो, everything comes under business intelligence. This market is currently at this point, and it is approximately estimated to grow by this point. Okay, so now you can see कि the demand for data analytics, data science, machine learning engineers has grown a lot. Okay, so this is a rough idea of how big the market is and how big the market is going to be. Okay. Okay, now we know what is business intelligence. Now let's understand deeper into it. So first, before we start, मुझे पहले clear करना होगा कि from this course what will be the outcome. Okay, so the outcome ideally should be, after this course you should be able to integrate your SQL to your Power BI. If you don't know SQL, you should be able to integrate your Excel to your Power BI. Okay. Some of you guys have attended a SQL lecture. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So in SQL, you understood how to create a table, how to insert the values, then how to query the results, right? Select all from table 1, table 2, inner join. वो सबसे clear, right?
Right.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I want is, the outcome should be, you should be able to make a report in Power BI that understand, that addresses a business problem. Okay. So first point I want to know is, like to cover is the concept of self-service business intelligence, the business intelligence, uh, what happened before Power BI and what is happening now. Then I will be covering what is Power BI basically, उसमें क्या क्या components होते हैं, what are the parts, what are the stages, right? And there's one more important question, why Power BI? Why do we use Power BI? All right. So let's go to the next slide. Okay. I'll give you like 30 seconds. Can anyone tell me what this is?
It's a pipeline of data science project.
Perfect. Perfect. Any other answers?
It will give exact data to the user.
Awesome.
मतलब यूजर को क्या चाहिए वो फाइनल प्रोडक्ट देता है.
Correct. Okay. When I get to this stage, I like to use a very simple example. Okay. The example I like to take is of DMart. Okay. So everyone is familiar with DMart. Okay. So let's say I am a customer. Okay. And I'm a customer and I'm going to buy certain products. Okay. Uh, let's do one thing. Let us all go to DMart and सब लोग अलग अलग products लेंगे. So what DMart does is, it scans all this data. What I am, my customer name, not customer name, customer ID, customer product that he purchased, on what date he purchased, any other information. Is there any other information? Okay. So let's say I'm a customer and I'm purchasing 3 products on this day. So what DMart does is it will scan all this data and then it will store this data. Okay. This is the data preparation side. So some of the data it stores here, some of the data it stores here, some of the data it stores here. Why does it make sense? Because DMart is not one shop. It is thousands of shops, right? Last I heard, around India, DMart has around 1200 outlets. I don't know, but that's what I heard. So every data is collected and it is stored in separate tables, right? Now, this is what we call as the data source. Data source means kahan pe data generate hua hai. Why did the data get generated? Because I bought a product and the DMart guy scanned my product. So वो जो भी scan किया हुआ है, it is in this collected in this way, in this system. Okay, so this is the data source, and from the data source, I'm going to store it data into the data warehouse. So consider this as a very big container where all your data is being stored. Okay, clear till this point? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Next is once you store this data without a data analyst or without a business analyst or without a knowledge of database, ये तो डेटा यहाँ पे स्टोर हो जाएगा ना, तो कोई मतलब ही नहीं बनेगा. Now what is happening is this data can be used to create reports. Now some of you are familiar with Excel and you have already created Excel reports, right? आपने Excel में dashboard बनाया, correct? So what we are doing is we are using the data that is existing. जहाँ पे historical data stored है, वहां से आप data लेकर आप कुछ meaningful report बना रहे, so that this will help the business user. Now, who are these business users? They can be marketing teams, right? They can be sales teams. They can be logistics teams. Okay. Can you tell me how logistics will understand this data? I need a very short answer, guys.
Logistics will fulfill the shortage of items or material.
Perfect. Yeah. Right. Now, India is a very big market, and India is kind of a seasonal market as well. Seasonal जब मैं बोलता हूँ ना, कुछ सीजन्स में ना कुछ प्रोडक्ट्स की शॉर्टेज होती है, सब लोग एग्री करते हैं, राइट? So to avoid this, so let's say I'm going to a shop in a season and I don't find that product. So क्या हो गया? मेरा भी नुकसान हो गया, दुकान वालों का भी नुकसान हो गया. And so we can actually see कि कौन से सीजन में कौन सा प्रोडक्ट सेल आउट हो रहा है. And based on that, next time जब वो सीजन आएगा, so we can stock up, we can increase its quantity हमारे shops में, so that if a customer walks in and he buys it, then he won't face any shortage, right? Marketing teams क्या करती है? They want to launch a new marketing campaign. They want to know what has happened, when it has happened, and then based on that they can make the decisions. So in overall, हम क्या कर रहे हैं? We are taking the data that is existing and we are using it for the business growth. If there is no business growth with our data, then there is no point of it. Okay? अगर आप एक रिपोर्ट बनाते हो और उससे अगर कोई बिजनेस इंप्रूवमेंट नहीं होती है, if doesn't help it, then वो रिपोर्ट is not Good. Everyone agrees?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Any questions at this point? Okay.
No, sir, clear.
All right. Now मुझे एक और चीज ऐड करना है इस पे. So this whole part comes under data engineering. Okay. This whole part from this part to this part. ठीक है. Data engineer. Data engineering का spelling okay. And from here we have the data analysts, data scientists. Okay. So data engineering is a domain where you are dealing with the preparation of the data, the basic cleaning of the data, transformation, and loading it into a data warehouse. This is also a very big domain. So if anyone is interested after data analysis, they can also explore this side, data engineering side. Okay. यहाँ पे हम लोग data का pipelines बनाते हैं. Now what is a pipeline? Pipeline is nothing but the connection from one point to the other, from creation to the storage. Okay. Then we have the data analyst. They have the responsibility of picking the data from this point and creating the visualizations and then helping out the business users. Okay. So data scientists are similar with data analysts, but they use some of the advanced techniques. Okay. This one, Nikhil, yeah, you must be familiar with this process. All right. Nikhil, are you there?
Yes.
Yes. So you are doing this data scientist, right?
I'm into like data science. Yeah.
Data
I'm
science,
just
yes.
in like machine learning, deep learning, NLP kind of.
Exactly. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Can anyone read this for me? Can anyone read this for me?
Yes.
Asha, one thing, guys, in data analysis, in data engineering, in data scientist, even in ML, you guys have to speak up. आप लोगों को बात करना पड़ेगा क्लाइंट के साथ, आपके टीम के साथ, and you should ask questions because this is a domain that is growing at a very fast pace and questions अगर आप नहीं पूछते ना, there will be a clarity issue. So I want you guys to ask, to read and participate in these meetings. Okay, please continue. Please read. Guys, are you there?
Yes.
Yeah, you can read.
SSBI is an approach to data analytics that enables business users to filter, segment, and analyze their data. Without in-depth technical knowledge, in statistical analysis, business intelligence, or data mining that most analytical systems have required in the past.
Right. So I want to focus on some points now. First is SSBI. SSBI के अंदर Power BI आता है, okay? So SSBI is an approach where you don't require knowledge, in-depth knowledge of statistical analysis, business intelligence और data mining, जो past में use होता था. Okay? Now we don't require that kind of deep knowledge, in-depth. As a fresher, you don't require this in-depth knowledge. You don't require to go and say, I have a master's in statistics. Okay, so SSBI is nothing but self-service business intelligence. Guys can go on mute. Thank you. Yeah. So there are three terms in here. One is a business. Second one is intelligence. So if you combine these two, it means you're using your data to grow your business. Okay, so using your data intelligently to grow your business, and you are doing it yourself. आप खुद कर रहे हो, companies खुद कर रही है. You are not relying on any others. So that is why it is called as a self-service business intelligence. Okay. Okay. Some of the popular business tools, BI tools in the market are as below. Okay. Some of you have heard about Tableau. We are learning Power BI. Then there are many others. Okay. Is anyone familiar with these tools? Please let me know. We have ClickView, we have Domo, we have Looker BI, and Zoho. Okay. So these, in short, these are the competitors of Power BI. So Power BI and Tableau are the most popular BI tools. Okay.
Popular means most of the companies are using this.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
When I say popular, I have 2 points. One point is your point. Most of the companies are using it. Okay, that is true. But most of the companies are coming from this to this. Migration हो रहा है. Okay. There are two things. पहले तो आप ये ले रहे हो, बट उसके ऊपर से आप जो एग्जिस्टिंग डैशबोर्ड है ना क्लिक में, वो भी आप इसमें माइग्रेट कर रहे हो. So there are two things for that.
Okay. But why? Is there any loophole for this click?
Well, we'll see.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. To add much to this point, there's a magic quadrant that is a study. There's a company called as Gartner. So Gartner is a global market research company. वो क्या करती है? Annually it studies all these BI tools, and based on those studies, it releases this graph. So this graph is called as a magic quadrant for analytics and BI platforms. It simply means कौन टॉप पे है, कौन इम्प्रूव किया है, एंड कौन सेकेंड है. Okay, now if you notice, Power BI is at the top. Then you have the Salesforce tab. Okay, it comes under leaders because there are many features in Power BI because of which people are migrating from this to this. Advantages बोलते हैं, features बोलते हैं. Okay, then one of the main reason is also cost. Why will companies use this? It is because of the cost as well. So पैसा भी important है, right?
Right.
All right. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. To answer that question, why we are using Power BI, let's jump into this chart. Okay. This chart should answer your questions, Vineet. So why Power BI? That is a very big question. अगर companies को अगर migrate करना है, if they are using Power BI in a very common manner, it is because of the upfront cost. Okay, so there is a very costing में उन्होंने बहुत competitiveness दिखाया है, because of which people are migrating, people are using Power BI. Second one is features. These features are these. So integration. Now you have learned SQL, but there are many other data sources. So Power BI में आप कोई भी data source connect कर सकते हो. And there are monthly updates जहाँ पे Power BI launches new data source connections. Okay, so that you can combine the data and you can create a report. We'll see it in the data source section, but integration is a huge part of Power BI. Then comes the customization. Customization in the sense, report, what kind of report you want to make, and what is the theme of that report, what are the features in that report. Those customizations are possible in Power BI. Okay. Next one is the user friendliness. Once you understand the basics of the Power BI, with time you will be experienced in that. Okay. And if you guys have used Microsoft tools before, Excel हो, PowerPoint हो, Microsoft Word भी हो, some of the tools, some of the features are copy pasted into Power BI. Okay. Has anyone used Excel before?
Yes.
Yes. Excel में Power Query use किया है आपने?
No.
Okay. Excel में एक फीचर है Power Query. So Power Query same to same Power BI में भी उन्होंने इंटीग्रेट किया है. Now if you see, सब tools Microsoft की है ना, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Word, and then Microsoft Power BI. So what they thought is, let us make this tool user friendly. And what is the easiest way to do that? सबसे easy होगा जो existing tool है, जो लोग कितने 30-40 years से use करते आए हैं, not 40, around 30 years I think, वही tool को हम लोग theme बना के हम लोग नया tool बना. That is why people find it very user friendly. Okay. Then you have certain advanced analytic features like machine learning. If you know Python is a programming language. अगर आपको Python आता है, you can go for machine learning in this. Okay. If you know R programming, same case. Then is a mobility. Power BI is a cloud-based service, which means you can access it anywhere. आपको local system चाहिए ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. You can access it anywhere. So this makes it very much flexible. Okay. Then you have some advanced analytics. You learned calculations in Excel. Formula सबने सीखा.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Some kind of advanced analytics is also possible in Power BI. More than that. Okay. So this is this. Then you have the Cortana integration. Nowadays the trend is of artificial intelligence, right? So Power BI में भी बहुत AI इन्होंने integrate किया है, so that reporting becomes easy. Okay. When we discuss the visualization segment, then there are certain visuals, those are very smart. So उससे आपको results जल्दी मिलेंगे. Okay. In this chart, any questions?
Yeah, yeah. I just want to know when the Power BI is launched.
When? Okay. I think it's 2012 or 30, the initial release.
Okay.
Okay. So that is a good question, and that is why I'm opening this slide. So there is obviously a very good question that comes into mind. What happened before Power BI? So before Power BI, we had something called as traditional BI tools. Okay. There are many tools. So उसका disadvantage ये था कि it was very time consuming. Okay. and it was very expensive. You needed a very big IT team so that you can create the data model, you can extract the data and load it into warehouses. Now, what has Power BI done is not just Power BI, any other modern BI tool, it has set less dependency on the IT teams. When you have less dependency, मतलब आप खुद के ऊपर ज्यादा डिपेंडेंट हो, अगर आपको ये टूल आ गया देन आप आपका खुद का रिजल्ट निकाल सकते हो. वो जो चीज है वो दैट इज अ मेन एडवांटेज. ऑफ कोर्स देयर इज अ कॉस्ट एलिमेंट एज वेल. लो इनिशियल कॉस्ट, लेस डिपेंडेंसी ऑन आईटी, एंड देन अगेन मोबिलिटी, राइट. ये जो सारे फीचर्स हैं दैट मेक्स इट अ मॉडर्न बीआई. एवरीवन हैज हर्ड अबाउट क्लाउड.
Yes, sir.
Yes, can anyone tell me what is cloud? We use it daily. Anyone with an answer?
It is a online data server, data storage.
Perfect. Yeah. Okay. The daily use is Google Photos. आप जो भी backup करोगे, it is straight going to the server, right? So whenever you lose a device or you buy a new device, if you just sign in using that mail ID, आपके जो भी photos backup में थे, those will be retained, right? So this web-based, app-based, ये जो flexibility है, that is also one big factor. Okay. What is next? You have the business user submits the request to IT. Before in traditional BI, what happens is आपको अगर कुछ results निकालने हैं तो आपको डिपेंडेंट रहना पड़ता है आईटी पर. एट्स अ डिफरेंट टीम. आपको पहले वहां पे टिकट सबमिट करनी पड़ती है, देन यू हैव टू वेट. तो ये वेटिंग टाइम है, अगेन दिस डिपेंडेंसी ये कम हुआ है. नाउ नाउअडेज एवरी टीम हैज इट्स ओन डेटा टीम. कोई भी टीम देख लो, एंड अगर नहीं है दे आर एक्चुअली इंक्रीजिंग, दे आर एक्चुअली क्रिएटिंग, एंड दैट इज व्हाई देयर इज एन इंक्रीज इन द जॉब्स. ओके, ये ऐसे लिंक्ड है. People are creating organizations are creating their own data teams. They have own team of data engineers, let's say two data engineers, two data analysts, two business analysts, one team leader and one data scientist. ऐसे combination for example वो लोग create कर. Why? Because they want to be less dependent on the IT. उनका जो डेटा है, उनका जो टीम का जो डेटा है, डिपार्टमेंटल डेटा, they can analyze it themselves, they can use it for their own benefit. Okay, any questions? Guys, any questions? I'm moving on.
No, sir.
ठीक है. Okay. अच्छा, one more thing. पावर बीआई ना, इट वो चुप नहीं बैठा है. पावर बीआई ने पावर बीआई रिलीज कर दिया ना, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट हैज नॉट गॉन साइलेंट. It's not like, oh, I created Power BI and now I'm going to rest. No, this is a slide that is released just 1 month ago. If you read it more, you will understand. It's called as Microsoft Fabric. ये एक नया टूल है from Microsoft, which is for end-to-end data analytics. Okay, so उसके अंदर एक टूल है Power BI. Then you have the data factory, you have the data engineering. मैंने आपको वो चार्ट दिखाया था, right? This one, right? Currently in every organization, ये किसी और कंपनी का है, ये किसी और कंपनी का है, ये किसी और का है, ये किसी और का. बट व्हाट माइक्रोसॉफ्ट एम्स इज You do everything in our platform. Okay, that is why it keeps on releasing new products. One is for data engineering, one is for data storage, one is for data warehouse. You have the real-time analytics, you have one for data science. Make sense? It is like Reliance. I'm going to dominate in entire sector, every sector. Any questions? Hello, guys.
It's clear, sir. All right.
Okay, cool.
Sir.
ठीक है. Now I have explained you what is business intelligence, what happened before Power BI. Now let's see what is Power BI. Okay, so before we start, I'm going to use this term a lot. Term उसका नाम है data source. Okay, data source. So when I say data source, I'm indicating that the data is stored somewhere. Okay, you guys have learned Excel and SQL. दोनों में डेटा स्टोर होता है. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Both systems are for data storage. Excel थोड़ा बहुत कर लेता है, heavy duty नहीं करता है. Okay? ये याद रख लो. SQL is heavy duty. कितना भी डेटा डाल लो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. Okay, that is a SQL. It's a database and it's very huge. It's a very big container. All right. So whenever I say data source, it could be anything where the data is stored. So Power BI is a cloud-based BI tool. Cloud, when I say it's on the server, and it has many components, but very commonly we are using Power BI desktop. I'm not touching Power BI service. I'm touching Power BI desktop. Why? As a developer, as a data analyst, आपका around 90% time यहाँ पे रहेगा, because you have to develop these reports. Okay. Once you create this report, you are going to publish it into this. आप जब Google Chrome खोलोगे, यहाँ पे Power BI का एक URL है, वहाँ पे आप open करके उसको publish कर सकते. We call it as publishing. Okay, so once you have to develop it and then you have to publish it. So this is my tool number 1. And this is my tool number 2. Okay, it includes Power BI desktop and the service. Next is mobile applications. So mobile application is not our use. It's not my use or your use, because we are training for desktops. We are training for development. So mobile is just for viewing purposes. बड़े बड़े लोग होते हैं, उनके पास time कम होता है, so they want to look at this report. So it is that. Then there are other components like report server and so on. Okay, but the main part remains the same, number 1 and number 2. ठीक है. Okay, data source. These are my several data sources. इसमें से सबसे common होता है common is SQL. ठीक है. SQL is the most commonly used data source. Quick question, guys. What SQL did you learn? Guys,
Yes, sir.
which language, which SQL client did you learn? Was it MySQL?
Yes, MySQL.
MySQL, sure. Or was it MS SQL Server,
MS SQL Server.
right?
Yes, sir.
अच्छा, एवरीवन एग्रीज विद एमएस एसक्यूएल सर्वर जिन्होंने भी एसक्यूएल का कोर्स किया है?
MS SQL सर।
एग्जैक्टली, ओके। सो एसक्यूएल इज अ लैंग्वेज, बट उस लैंग्वेज उस डेटाबेस से कम्युनिकेट करने के लिए you have several tools. Okay, so SQL में MySQL आता है, you have PostgreSQL, you have the MS SQL server. Language is the same. Okay, इंडिया में languages बहुत सारे हैं, but थोड़ा बहुत फर्क होता है. So everything is the same, but uh, a little slight difference in the way we write it. Okay, so SQL is a very common data source, and what we do is data analyst, ये जो data stored किया होता है, we load into our Power BI. यहाँ पे बहुत सारा डेवलपमेंट वर्क होता है. इट टेक्स वीक्स, 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, 4 week, maybe even 2 months, and then we get this. Okay, and over the course of 2 weeks we are going to understand what happens inside this box. इसके अंदर क्या होता है, that we need to learn. Everyone agrees?
Yes sir.
Yes. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to repeat this point. Elements of Power BI, Power BI Desktop, जहाँ पे हम लोग हमारा पूरा डेवलपमेंट वर्क करेंगे. Power BI Service, once you have done the work, you have to show to the world that you have done this work. आपके सिस्टम में रखने से नहीं पाएगा कुछ. You have to publish it to the server and let everyone know कि हाँ मैंने ये रिपोर्ट बनाया है, ये आप यूज करो, इसमें से आप बिजनेस के ऑब्जर्वेशंस लो एंड जाओ और आपका बिजनेस इम्प्रूव करो. ओके, अगर आपके पास टाइम नहीं है देन यूज द मोबाइल ऐप. एम आई राइट?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, the architecture, let's cover this in short. Okay, just go through it, just give me 1 minute. Okay, what did you understand from this? Can anyone tell me? Nikhil, Vineet, Ed, one new person, Sitesh, Nilesh, Chandan.
Yes.
Yeah. Any observation?
Yeah. In this, I think there are hundred of data sources from where we use like in Power BI.
Mm-hmm.
Then we publish it to publish it. Then it by using this Power BI service.
Right.
Then end user can access.
Right. Okay. इस सब में ना सिक्योरिटी का एक फैक्टर आता है, डोंट यू थिंक? अच्छा, लेट मी गिव यू एन एग्जांपल. टुमारो व्हाट इफ योर क्रिटिकल डेटा गेट्स लीक? क्रेडिट कार्ड का डेटा है इसमें, अगर वो लीक होते तो क्या होगा?
पैसे निकल जाएंगे.
You know what? Many of these companies, let me just search it. Data leak, data security के लिए they do a lot of things. पहले तो let me see. Not Google. I like to see GDPR. Do you read this? General Data Protection Regulation, which also stands for GDPR. It is a European law, guys. concepts on data protection and privacy. Okay, ये बात, it's not a joke, it's very serious. So all your data has to be very secured, and Power BI makes sure your data is secured. What happens if you breach this? अगर आप GDPR का कोई भी रूल वायलेट करते हैं, so organizations have to pay up to this amount, 10 million or 2% of the firm's annual revenue, right? So many of these companies are dealing with lots of data जो बहुत sensitive data है, credit card का data है, examples, right? Everyone agrees?
Yes.
No?
Yes.
So I don't know who pointed this out. He explained it very simply, in very good manner. He said hundreds of data source. Yes, it's right. You connect it to your desktop, you create it and you publish it. Very good. यहाँ पे जाके it is no longer in your system, it is in your server. So server से ये जो data connect हुआ है, it has to be secured. There has to be a security. So this is called as a gateway. Okay. So the gateway is like a lock. अगर ये gateway fail हो जाता है, तो आपका जो data है, it will not travel from this point to this point. Am I right? Agreed? Everyone agrees?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the concept of gateway. It's a concept in Power BI service. Okay. Power BI service. If tomorrow you guys are appearing for interviews, then it's a very common question. What is a gateway? So उस टाइम पे आपको ये याद रहना चाहिए कि this is a security layer. Okay. Cool. Let's move on. Okay. Okay. Now tell me, what do you understand? Anyone? Okay. So we are now familiar with desktop. We now know what is a service. Mobile ko side mein rakho. Now desktop is, like I said, you are going to spend a lot of time in here. So यहाँ पे आपका जो time है, it will be spent on the data preparation, analysis on query editor, data visualization, okay, creating a report and publishing it to the Power BI service. Okay, all the development work will be in the desktop. And one more thing, last I checked, Power BI desktop is not for Mac. Apple वाले इसमें नहीं आता. It is only for Windows. Everyone understood this point? Guys, any questions?
Okay, then for Apple, is there any tool for this Power BI tool?
No. For Mac devices, I think you have to open a virtual desktop, and in that virtual desktop you can access Power BI. So actually, I have not used that, but I think that's the way to go. Virtual desktop है, जिस virtual desktop में Windows installed है, and you are using it from.
Okay, okay.
And so we are going to learn this over this time period. कैसे data को load करना है, what is this query editor, इस ये जो गैप है ना फ्रॉम दिस टू दिस, इसके बीच में भी बहुत कुछ होता है. देयर इज a lot of things that happen in here and we will learn all those things. Okay, then let's say आपने एक report बना लिया. What happens next? Right, you are publishing it to your Power BI service. यहाँ पे बहुत लोग उसको देखेंगे. Now can anyone look at it? No, they should have their own password ID and their password, and you have to let them in. Permission देना पड़ेगा आपको, वो अलग बात. You can create a dashboard also. You can share it with other teams, and you can use collaboration features. Okay. Now Power BI service has added a lot many features like data flow. So yeah.
और ये पावर BI सर्विस जो है सर मिडल
हाँ,
वाली,
हाँ,
वो हम पब्लिश नहीं कर सकते क्या?
यहाँ पे पब्लिश करना है. इसका कैसे एग्जांपल है पावर बीआई डैशबोर्ड. हैज एनीवन रेड अ ब्लॉग? BLOG ब्लॉग कोई रीड करता है?
जी सर, करता
अच्छा,
हूँ.
अच्छा, एक मिनट. मैं तो आपको एक रिसोर्स देता हूँ, एक रिसोर्स देता हूँ डेटा के लिए. तो ना बहुत सारे ब्लॉग है. सुटेबल एग्जांपल से ही बता देता हूँ आपको. मीडियम इज अ ब्लॉग. यहाँ पे ना लोग लिखते हैं. दे राइट अबाउट देयर एक्सपीरियंसेस. ना डू यू थिंक दे कम हियर एंड डायरेक्टली राइट? नो, फर्स्ट दे विल यूज
नो.
माइक्रोसॉफ्ट वर्ड इन दिस.
जी.
राइट, ठीक है. माइक्रोसॉफ्ट वर्ड में लिखेंगे. दे विल मेक सम करेक्शंस, दो लोगों को दिखाएंगे, भैया देखो ये सही है गलत है, इसमें कोई ग्रामेटिकल मिस्टेक है या नहीं, इसमें कुछ ऐड करना है क्या नहीं. दे डू
ओके.
सम टेस्टिंग. वो लोग उनके सिस्टम में करेंगे. यहाँ पे आके वो लोग पब्लिश करेंगे सो दैट पीपल कैन रीड इट. मेक सेंस?
ओके सर.
सी इट इन दिस वे. सेम लिखोगे कहीं लोकल डिवाइस पे, डेवलप करोगे लोकल डिवाइस पे, पब्लिश करोगे सर्वर. नाउ इज योर डाउट क्लियर?
यस सर.
ओके. दिस सोर्स मैंने आपको ये शेयर क्यों किया है? See, Medium is one of the resource that people use for reading about data. क्या? See, यहाँ पे लोग उन्होंने क्या सीखा है इतने सालों में, they write it. It's like a blog. Okay? Right, what is a data warehouse? ये सारे डिटेल्स उसमें रहे. So Medium is very good for reading materials. Okay, I'll just move on. Okay. What is the difference between Power BI and Excel? अगर Excel है मेरे पास, then why should I use Power BI?
आपने बोला ना सर अभी कंटेनर.
That is one point. और कोई? मैंने मैंने एक रीजन, बढ़िया सी रीजन एक पहले ही आपको बता दी थी. See if you can remember. It has something to do with the data quantity. Okay, please take a guess. किसमें ज्यादा डेटा स्टोर होगा? एक्सेल में होगा, ये पावर बीआई में होगा?
Power BI.
Perfect. That is one point. Okay, I'm going to expand on that point. Excel is a data repository. Okay, the data repository means उसमें हम लोग थोड़ा बहुत data store करते हैं, but we cannot store 5 or 10 years of data in that. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes. That is why you learn database. No, you should have told me this. अगर Excel ही सब कुछ होता, then you would not study SQL, ना?
Yes, sir.
SQL is the big boss of data storage. So everything happens in SQL, and uh, same case Power BI में data handling capacity ज़्यादा है. So that is why people use Power BI for their data visualization requirements. Okay. Apart from that, Power BI is integrated to the cloud, which makes it very easier for the businessmen to cooperate, collaborate, and expand their businesses. Okay. मैंने ये भी पॉइंट आपको बताया है, as all the tools are from Microsoft Excel के बहुत सारे फीचर्स Microsoft Power BI में भी है. For example, Power View, Power Pivot, Power Query is also there. Okay. So all these features are from Excel only, and in a better way. Next is you can make a lot many dashboards in Power BI. You're getting insights from multiple data sources. That's a very good point. 100 data sources or 100 भी चलेगा. It will handle it, and you can combine it, integrate it, and you can create reports. Then you have many AI features, Q&A features, content packs. These are some added features that makes it more attractive. Okay. Next one is called as predictive forecasting. Whoever is in data science domain, this is for them. Predictive forecasting. It means कल का sales क्या होगा? Okay. Has anyone read this rain forecast anytime?
No.
No.
No,
ऐसा
sir.
होता है. People news में बोलते हैं ना, like this week there is a chance for rain.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah, everyone remembers that.
Prediction.
Yeah,
Prediction,
they are
yeah.
actually predicting, right? So वो क्या करते हैं ना, they take some of the factors like temperature, the wind speed, humidity, ये सब calculate करके they arrive at a prediction करते हैं. Similarly, यहाँ पे भी हम बहुत सारे factors को include करके हैं, we are actually predicting. It comes under predictive analytics बोलते हैं इसको. Okay. I'll add one more thing. Types of analytics होता है. Types of analytics. तो basically types में दो तरह के होते हैं. There are 4 types, but I'll focus on the first 2. So there are descriptive, predictive. ठीक है. Okay, there are 2 terms basically. Descriptive क्या करता है? What is the sale today? Okay. Now if I ask this question to anyone of you, Vineet, let's say Vineet, what will be your solution? आप कहाँ जाओगे ये डेटा लेने के लिए?
हमारा जहाँ पे डेटा स्टोर होगा
हाँ,
पे
करेक्ट
देखेंगे.
करेक्ट. आप जाओगे आपके डेटाबेस में, आप SQL का मेजर लिखोगे, वहाँ पे वह क्लॉज लोगे, वो लोगे डेट फ्रॉम क्या है 1 जुलाई टू 11 जुलाई. नो नो नो, माय बैड. डेट इज इक्वल टू क्या था?
गेट डेटा, गेट डेट.
11 जुलाई, राइट?
Yeah.
पूरा SQL का स्टेटमेंट्स लिखोगे एंड वेयर क्लॉज लगाओगे,
Yeah.
राइट? नो वरीज. but you pointed it out correctly. अगर आपको आज का लेना है, it becomes under descriptive. You are saying what is what. Today is this. Today is 100 sales. What was yesterday? It was 50. How did you find it out? You went to the database and checked. But if I say what is tomorrow? Tomorrow. Can you go and check in the database?
No.
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 यहाँ पे आपको predictive modeling, machine learning वगैरह आना चाहिए. Okay. Now is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So most of the times, all the data analysts they are working on this descriptive. But they are just using the data that is already there, 5 years का data हो, 1 month का हो, and they are making the reports on that basis. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So these are some of the strong points that Power BI has. But let me ask you one question. As a data analyst, सब काम Power BI अगर करता है, then why do we need Excel? Because the name of the course is data analytics, am I right? और आपने Excel भी सीखा है, SQL भी सीखा है, Power BI भी सीखा है. मैंने आपको सब बता दिया ना, why Power BI is very very bigger than Excel. तो आप बोलोगे अरे फिर मेरे को तो Excel चाहिए ही नहीं.
For the smaller project,
Awesome. Yeah, that's one point.
I think cost-wise, it is cheaper than Power BI.
Microsoft Desktop is free.
Okay.
Microsoft के सारे टूल्स फ्री हैं. नहीं अभी तो फ्री नहीं है, सॉरी माय बैड.
नहीं है, एक्सेल में तो वो डालना पड़ता है ना, लेटेस्ट वर्जन के लिए तो
हाँ,
वी हैव टू बाय लाइसेंस.
राइट राइट, माय बैड. बट यस, Microsoft Desktop is free. ओके, लेट्स से आपने एक रिपोर्ट बनाया. हाउ वुड यू नो उसके पीछे का जो डेटा इज इट करेक्ट और नॉट? तो पावर बीआई में भी एक फीचर है, यू कैन इंपोर्ट एक्सपोर्ट द डेटा इनटू एक्सेल. ओके. सो बेसिकली मैं आपको वो बाद में बताता हूँ. एक्सेल हम अभी भी यूज करते हैं फॉर डेटा चेकिंग, whether the data that we have in SQL or in Power BI is it correct or not. Make sense? SQL Server. This is I'm just trying SQL Server. Okay. In short, as of now, please note this down कि Power BI आने से Excel का यूज हम कम नहीं करेंगे. ठीक है? Everyone should agree with this because even today Excel is used for data quality, data validation. Like you pointed out, अगर छोटा वगैरह रिपोर्ट रहेगा, आपने पिवट टेबल यूज किया है ना एक्सेल में?
यस.
हाँ,
Yes, sir.
पिवट टेबल बहुत यूज होता है डेटा एनालिटिक्स. आई एम जस्ट ट्राइंग टू एक्सेस. ये एसक्यूएल है मेरा, एमएस एसक्यूएल सर्वर स्टूडियो. अब इसमें मैंने डेटा स्टोर किया था एंड ये उसके कॉलम्स है. अब देखो ये इतना बड़ा मैं एनालाइज नहीं कर सकता, राइट? ये मुझे बहुत अनकंफर्टेबल फील हो रहा है. तो यहाँ पे कहीं तो आप उसको एक्सेल एक्सेल में लेके जा सकते हो. फाइल, इज एनीवन Familiar with that? Control C. आ गया? मैं यहाँ से एक्सेल यूज करके मैं मेरा डेटा चेक कर सकता हूँ. I can check whether all this column is correct or not, right? Filters. Let's say ये मेरा क्या है? Person type. I can say, oh, person type में ये segments. Name 0. All of them are 0. I can understand कि ये जो डेटा है, SQL का जो डेटा है, उसका क्या कंटेंट है, what is the quality of that, right? Any doubt till this point, guys? Okay, I'll move on. I'll not cover this now. These 2 points can be covered later, these 3. My next question to you guys is, आपने Power BI install किया है क्या?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
No one?
I installed, sir.
Okay, 1 person. Next question is, are you guys attending it from your laptop or your mobile?
Laptop.
Laptop.
Everyone?
Laptop.
Everyone? Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is we are going to install Power BI. Okay, so I'm going to share this link. Now this one. Control C. Why should I paste it, by the way? Control V. Can you guys open this?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, I'm going to stop my sharing. And no, I'm not. I cannot. Okay, please everyone just open this link. And here यहाँ पे एक लाल डब्बा दिखेगा. Just click on that. So at the end of this session, I want everyone to be having Power BI desktop in their system. Everyone in the stage?
Yes, sir.
ओके सो यहाँ पे क्लिक करो, एक बड़ा सा फाइल इंस्टॉल होगा. आई गेस एवरीवन इज ऑन देयर वाईफाई बिकॉज इट्स लाइक 500 MB का फाइल है. मैं भी अच्छा. now I don't know which one you have to do. There is a 64-bit and I guess this is a 34-bit. So based on your system, choose the one. Let me check कैसे चेक करना है. Select settings, systems, about. ओके, आप यहाँ से आप चेक कर सकते हो. If you have still have problem, just Google this and यहाँ पे आपको बताएगा is it a 62 bit or 32 bit. Follow this.
Forward.
सबका डाउनलोड हो रहा है क्या?
Yes, it's downloading, sir.
Okay. Actually, I should have sent you this link before we joined this session, but okay. Okay. I guess everyone is in the process of downloading this. Once you download it, उसके बाद वो simple है, next करते जाओ and you can click on install. Okay. किसी को अगर उसमें कुछ issue आ रहा है then let me know. ठीक है. Okay, guys, please pay attention. Is anyone facing difficulty? किसी को कोई प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है क्या?
Still down,
Sorry,
still downloading.
still downloading. Okay, okay, okay. Just one heads up. इंस्टॉल करने के बाद अगर वो साइन इन पूछता है ना, देन स्किप इट. ठीक है. We are not signing it. Without signing in also we can work. Okay. Guys, please pay attention. Okay. Once you have installed this, you will have something like this. Okay. Power BI desktop. Has anyone completed the installation?
Yeah, installation is completed.
Okay. Can you try opening it?
Okay.
If you get this page, I'm sure you'll get this page. Just close it. You will be in the main page. Okay. Okay, guys, please pay attention. Everyone here on the screen? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Okay, we are done for this day. You have any questions? We have 2 minutes left. I'm going to stop the share.
ये enter your email address
Skip कर दो. You can
cancel
also,
और
sorry,
इसको cancel करना है या फिर अपनी email ID से sign in करना है?
cancel कर दो, cancel कर दो. Why I'm telling you this is, पहले हम सीखेंगे और उसके बाद we can sign in because we can learn it without sign in as well. So Nikhil, uh, Wade, have you done it?
What's that?
Installation हो गया?
Yeah,
Yes.
already it is in the system from like so many years.
Sorry?
Already I installed this Power BI in the system.
Oh, good. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so that is it for today. Open it, try to explore it. In our language, we say play with it. देखो कैसा environment है. It is very user friendly, and I'll meet you tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, guys. Thank you very much. Good night.
Thank you.
Good.